Hey everybody, I wanted y'all to know that I've been working on this bug pretty much all morning to try to figure out what's going on with it. And I don't know what's happening, but I wanted to show you what's happening at least, even though I'm not quite sure why it's not connected right. This is the program that runs 3.2. It allows us to take in, with the GOption pane, it has a window that takes in data from the user. So I'm going to show you how this works real quick, how it's supposed to work. I know this is how it's supposed to work because I actually checked the solutions and the textbook this time to verify. But let me run the code and you can see what's supposed to happen. This is 3-2, by the way. And come on, here we go. All right, so enter year. I'm going to enter like 2055. I'm going to enter a month of September, and I'm going to enter a day of 12, and it's going to say that 9/12/2055 is a valid date because there are 12 days, at least 12 days in September. I'm going to go and run this again, and I'll show you how this looks if you enter an invalid date. So I'm going to enter like 02, and I'm going to say 30, wait. The month is going to be 02, and the day is going to be 30. That's should not be a valid date at all, but it gave us a valid date. So we're going to try one more thing, and that is actually, if you look at the logic here, the logic is saying as long as the day is greater than, as long as the day is less than, I think max day is like 31. Let me see what it shows here. Max month is 12, min-month, min-year, min-day. Max day is going to be 31. So we just need to enter 32. So I'm going to run this one more time, and we'll show what will happen. That's not exactly how I'd build this program, but we're not changing their logic. We're changing the logic here. So 32, and now it's going to say is not a valid date. So that's kind of how it looks. So it's cool, but so this works. This does what it asked me to do. It asked me to bring in a string input to convert it to a to retrieve a year, a month, and a day, and also it's asking for a simulated function. We aren't building our own functions yet. We're just simulating them. So this is the work of the detail loop function. If this was a real function, this would be, it would look like, we would say like public, static, etc. We're not doing that for this project. It's a simulated detail loop method. So we're just doing it like this. So the point is, I should be able to calculate the grade, and if it gives me a 0, I should know why the 0 happened, right? So I'm going to go and run this, and it's going to take some time, but when it does finish, what it will tell you is, it'll actually send you an email. Let me get to that email real quick. Some jobs were not successful, and I just did this a few minutes ago. And if you view the workflow run on GitHub, when it syncs, it tells us that that the run checks didn't work, right? And so you can see that process completed with error code 1. So it's basically saying that something's wrong when it connects to the autograder. So I'm trying to get online with Cengage, but it's not working. So I mean, usually after 15 minutes of trying to work on a bug, I move on because, you know, life is busy, and I'm sure you guys feel the same way. Either code and it works, or you code and it doesn't work and it's a bug. When you guys share this with me, I try to check it out to see how I create the same bug. I have created the same bug, and I can't uncreate it, so I don't have an option for how you can get out of this bug. So that being said, unless some user out there tells me like, hey, I have a fix for this, then we are going to deprecate these homework assignments and move them out of the gradebook, and we'll move on to chapter 4. For the remainder of the semester, we are no longer going to be submitting work through Cengage because we have better things to do than mess with Cengage. We're going to be doing our projects independent of the book. We spent way too much time trying to debug this autograder, and this is not what the class is about. This class is about Java. So I'm going to move on from this. I know you can't run GUI through Cengage without the without Companion, so I'm not going to take away Companion, like running the GUI at least. So I might have you guys record a video and see that it ran the same thing again, and you can see real quick that I got a new email here from where's that on my inbox. I'll have a new email here somewhere. There, nope. Let me see where it's coming from. This is basically my spam account on Yahoo. So let's hit it, and I'll show you that this is my Well, wherever it is, let me try this again. GitHub. I'm just gonna do GitHub and pull it out that way because you can see that I got a new email recently. I promise. Third party. Man, just literally you saw the email. But either way, man, 3:30. That's when I first logged in. I don't know where it went. Inbox. Let's try this again. GitHub. Let's try it again. Oh, there it is. There's the new email. 10:36, 10:06. It's 10:08 right now. So this is the new email, and this is telling me the same message that I failed in 27 seconds on the run checks. So like I said, we're not going to mess with this much longer because we have better things to do with our lives. I'm going to leave the Companion open because it does have this connected with the GUI. So I'm going to try to see if I can post a sandbox link into the chat. I mean, into the Blackboard. I don't know if there is a sandbox, but either way, we're moving on from Cengage and the AutoGrader, and I'm gonna mention to the college how bad this was, so maybe we can find a different kind of a curriculum for next semester. Thank you.